let's do a quick September goals video. Starting off with always at the end of the month, review my journal before I do my wrap up. That was very useful for August. So let's get into the various goals or categories of goals. Number one is time with Ja. So that's weekend activity with Ja. Finding kind of something fun to do on the weekend, kind of actually break it up, make it a high impact thing. Chatting at breakfast. We're going to be back to Ja will be around for breakfast. I will be around for breakfast so we can talk and support each other in that. Yeah, we'll be adjusting to a new schedule for this month and a half. Ja has a new schedule where she's working 1 to 7:30. So that impacts how I interact with, making sure, supports, and also just, making sure I avail my time with Ja during the week. Number two is walk daily with the dogs and Jackie with Sunday and Mondays off. That continues. Number three, early to bed, kind of 12:30, 12:15, and early to rise around 7:30, 7:15, somewhere in there with a nap daily. Really important for me to keep myself going. Number four, mindful calorie intake. I finally did weigh myself and it was a bit of a nasty surprise. I was up in the 218 category. I need to arrest this and start putting it going down the other way. Um, so going back to small plate with two items. However bad the items are for me, just two items and then a drink. Number five, phone and earbud hygiene, continuing with my B mark on the calendar. That's really works well for me. If I'm not keeping the phone and my earbuds out of the bedroom so that I get proper sleep and I'm not tempted to shift over to that and eat into my sleep time, because like once I shut my Kindle at night, I just go right to sleep, and that's really good. Number six, getting work on time, out of the house at 2:25, biking away at 2:30. So at 1:55, start to pack. Well, that will be coming up pretty shortly here, so that's the challenge. Number seven, I continue to adjust to the new normal at work, and unfortunately that really had a big shift the last month, with our assistant managers passing, and I will also be getting potentially a new coworker on my evening shift. So there's going to be a couple of things. There's going to be a big hole in the day, big hole in the night shift. So there's going to be plenty of casuals in. There's going to be new people. I think unavoidably there will be new people. So, you know, keep myself open to that. Beware of being a control freak and try and bring the fun. Be a light presence, a kind of happy presence in the house, not an overstressed meanie in the house. You don't need that. Number eight is getting my daily physio exercises done, and also my daily Stephanie Black exercises done. They're two parts of the same thing where they are hopefully they're helping me strengthen my back and keep my back flexible. Number nine is my daily to-do check-in. I did the daily to-do kind of after I realized, oh, I'd forgotten to do this yet. It's like, okay, I need to make sure I do that goals list first thing in the morning and add to it and check in with it around this time to see, hey, is there anything else I could just squeak in there? That would be good. That would be good. Number 10, I've got my public channel. I've got one video every other week, review, tag, check-in video. Reviews, notable books, check-ins, discussions, things like that. I'm not too fussed about that. I'll do what I do. Number 11, reading goals for my 1901 project. I'm reading out Kipling. I need to think about kind of the next book. I'm doing The Ancient Woods at the moment, which is kind of a very light but fun, interesting book set in Canada, written in the early 1900s. So it's interesting. Number 13, do my daily journal keeping. Do an entry in the morning, first thing in the morning. Can do that with sitting beside Ja would be a good thing. And yes, making sure that I review the entries before my September goals wrap up at the end of the month. That is important. Number 14, reading on the weekend, first thing in the morning, 2 hours each day that are marked on the calendar, uh, except for my shopping day. So, but trying to get that reading in, a nice hunk of reading in during the week on the weekend, because it does actually help me feel recharged and relaxed in a way that other activities don't. Number 15, I've got kind of doing a daily scribble in the journal. It's pretty vestial now. Number 16, doing Lingvano every day, doing my sign language practice every day on my app. Number 17, outside garden tasks, consulting with Jackie, making sure I get my mowing done. Got the mowing done this weekend. Bamboo chopping, I think, is going to be the major project, and probably also we're going to have a gardener start coming in. So, kind of figuring out what I can do that maybe would help the gardener focus more on what they should be doing, which is the back-breaking weeding that we just do not want to do. Number 18, I hope to get the indoor herb garden cleaned away last weekend. I should actually put it on the board for next weekend. Is indoor herb garden. Indoor herb put away. And I'm going to review journal down for the 29th. Both little reminders, good to put on the calendar because I look at them daily, so they'll hopefully get them done. Number 19 is continuing with my vocal improvement, doing my no ums video weekly, kind of reviewing what I've done vocally during the week. Also maybe using that as a time to do kind of preps for videos. I want to do a review of Dracula, probably just for myself, but a review of Dracula. I want to do an anxiety video on the check-in on the September the 18th. Probably check in on how I'm doing with the stresses of work, but there's all sorts of other stresses and anxieties that come in there as well. Continuing with my vocal exercises daily, doing a vocal exercise video on September the 16th, which is basically kind of just performing my vocal exercises for the camera. 20 is doing a 2024 themes video check-in. I've actually reviewed, by review I mean I kind of read them for the third, and it's like, oh, okay, some of these still apply, some of them less so. So I'll do a proper check-in on the 15th, the Sunday the 15th, and talk about them and maybe see how I can rejigger them to kind of more match up with this late in the year. Number 21, I've got house tidy or clean. I need to think about that, what that means. Maybe I'll put that down as a discussion topic for next weekend. Put house clean with Ja. Just kind of a review of that. Like, what are we going to do? What do we want to do? What would be great to get done? Kind of try and make what's the first thing we'd like to do? Kind of that sort of thing. Maybe if I pick one a month, that would be a good idea. So that's a thought. Number 22 is supporting and checking in with Ja and her continuing challenges. She is super stressed today because it was her first day actually at work and doing stuff, and hopefully kind of just doing it will help her quite a bit. Making the home a good place to work and making sure I get the lunches on time. Just a very practical thing, which I did do today, but yeah, that's what I'll be doing going forward. It's like, okay, nap from 11 to 11:30 and then 11:30 to noon, making sure that the lunch is ready for Ja at noon so that she's eating and that's all done with, so that when she starts work at 1, she is good to go. Number 23 is checking on MDMA lessons, how to continue that feeling review videos and a journal entry for June the 1st. On September the 9th, I'm going to actually do, I'm going to put that down as kind of an MDMA vid. It's probably not going to happen until the new year, but I think it's a good time to just sort of check in where I'm at with MDMA. It got delayed. It was going to happen last month, which thank God it didn't happen when it was supposed to happen, because that would have been not good for me. That was with my very tumultuous end of my month. Um, so I was quite relieved about that, and I didn't feel sorry at all. So that's a part of the thing I'll discuss about that. So yeah, that is my September goals, my September overview as I'm going forward for this month. And we shall see how it goes. But right now, I'm going to stop. Hopefully Zha's going to be having a break soon, and I'll get to chat with her. All right, more videos later.